Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Thank you. I have shared my screen also. Let me know whether it is visible to you or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Visible.
Thank you. Okay, so if we talk about the last week lectures, so we have started with the uh, numerical solution of an equation, nonlinear, linear, algebraic, transcendental, and all those methods. Methods are three methods we are going to see, that is bisection method, regular-Falsy method, Newton-Raphson method. In bisection method, we have seen that method surely gives you the convergence, but convergence rate is very low in that case, means more number of iterations you have to consider if you want the precise answer. Second thing, after that, we have considered the regular-Falsy method, method of false position, right? In which suppose we are given this kind of continuous function for the interval x0 to x1, in which at x0 function value is negative and at x1 function value is positive. So by the intermediate value theorem, that there must be a root lies in this interval, which we have denoted with the x star, as you see in the figure, right? So how to get this perfection of a root in from this method? So this method tells you that you join the points x0 f of x0 to x1 f of x1, so that you can have this equation line which touches x-axis at x2. So either f of x2 will be 0 or non-zero. If it is 0, then that is the root. Here in this case it is not 0, it is taking the positive value because it is above the x-axis. So your interval where root lie will be x0 to x2. Again you join the line of the point x0 and x2 and corresponding y coordinates, so that it will touches a new point at x-axis. So again you can find out the point using the formula. This one means x0 and x2 are the iterated value, then take a cross multiplication of function value and that point, means here also I can write this expression as if I consider negative sign common for both numerator and denominator, then it is same as x2 f of x0 minus x0 f of x2 upon f of x0 minus f of x1, and this process will be continue up to the desired level of accuracy we get, means two consecutive approximation if we consider and they are negligible up to from our desiredness of the accuracy, then we can stop that particular process. That is what we have seen in this regular-Falsy method in last lecture. So let us solve the problems based on this method, right? So that your idea about this method gets clear. So first example is use the method of false position to find a real root of x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0 correct to 3 decimal places. Okay. So let us try to solve it. Actually, I have prepared a presentation file for this one, but since one of our colleague has been tested positive, so we are instructed to stay at home. So all these files are there in my staff room PC. So I am not able to right now go and collect those files. So please bear with this handwritten notes. Okay. As soon as I will go to the college, I will share with you those presentation files and other material. So let us try to solve this one. So the example is solve x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0 by regular Falsy method correct to 3 decimal points. Okay, so we will start with the solution in which we will consider the given equation is x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. So in that case, we have to consider the left hand side as a function, that is x cube minus 4x minus 9. So now first of all, being a polynomial, this function is continuous everywhere. So first condition is satisfied. Second condition is we have to find out 2 points where at one point function has to consider the negative value, at another point function has to consider the positive value. So let us find out these interval x0 and x1, right? So for that, first I will consider x is equal to 0. So it will be 0 minus 9, that is minus 9, which is less than 0. Then I can consider f of 1. If I choose x is equal to 1, then it is 1 minus 4 minus 9. So it is minus 12, which is again less than 0. I can go forward to f of 2. So 2 cube, that is 8, minus 4 into 2, 8, minus 9. So again the value I am getting is minus 9. If I consider f of 3, then this is 27 minus 12 minus 9. So it is 6, which is positive. So we get an interval or 2 points where one of the function value is negative, one of the function value is positive. Therefore, by intermediate value theorem, I can say root lies in 2 to 3 interval, right? तो इंटरवल हमें मिल चुका है, फंक्शन भी हमारे पास है. तो इन दैट केस आई विल कंसीडर x0 एज 2 एंड x1 एज 3, क्योंकि जो हमने फॉर्मूला अभी इम्प्लीमेंट किया हुआ है उसमें इनिशियल पॉइंट्स वी हैव टेकन एज x0 एंड x1. So that's why I have considered, because of this one you can see that x0 and x1, right? Bisection method में a b लिया था, whereas to have in the line of the notation for regular Falsy method, I will consider those initial points as x0 and x1. So let x0 is this one and x1 is 3. So f of x0 we have already evaluated कि f of 2 is minus 9 and f of x1 is 6, right? तो therefore by regular Falsy method अब हमें अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, न्यू इटरेटेड वैल्यू जो है वो फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा, right? तो that is the new iterated value, we will denote it with x0 यूज कर लिया, x1 यूज कर लिया, तो let me denote it with x2. तो how it is given? It is given by x0, दूसरे पॉइंट का फंक्शन वैल्यू माइनस दूसरा पॉइंट उसके दूसरा वाला फंक्शन वैल्यू डिनोमिनेटर में f of x1 माइनस f of x0. ये जो दो पॉइंट फंक्शन वैल्यू ले रहे हो उसी का डिफरेंस आपको डिनोमिनेटर में ले लेना है accordingly, right? So that is what this one. So now we are not going to write each and everything in the statement form. We will construct the table for this method. तो टेबल के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? एक तो पहले नंबर ऑफ इटरेशंस, then corresponding points, that is x0, x1, x2 and so on. After that we'll require function value. I will denote it with function f of xn. In this case it will be x cube minus 4x minus 9. So xn cube minus 4xn minus 9, and then finally we will require an interval from which we will consider our new iterated value, right? तो x0 और x1 आपने ऑलरेडी फाइंड आउट कर लिया है. तो x0 is 2, x1 is 3. So 2 के corresponding हमारे पास function value is minus 9. Here it is 6. So here we don't have an interval, but here I can write it is 2 and 3. For this it is less than 0. For this function value is greater than 0. Right? So now we have to compute x2, the new iteration. Let me write it with this pen. So x2 I will denote the notation it with x2, and what it will be. So if you see the formula, x0 into f of x1, that is this one into f, this is f of x0 and this is f of x1. So if you see this into this minus this into this, so it is exactly same as the determinant of 2 cross 2 matrix, that it is AD minus BC, right? So it is 2 into 6 minus 3 into minus 9 upon f of x1 minus f of x0, that is this minus this. तो आपको ऐसे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन में जाना है नेगेटिव साइन के साथ. तो बाय द रेगुलर फॉल्सी मेथड व्हाट इट विल बी, दैट इज इट इज 2 into 6 minus 3 into minus 9 upon this minus this, that is 6 minus of minus 9, right? Evaluate it and let me know what you will get. This is actually 12 plus 27 divided by 15.
One point eight.
1.8.
1.8.
1.8 has to be between 2 to 3. 2 to 3 इंटरवल में आप रूट फाइंड आउट कर रहे हो तो वो 2 to 3 में रहना चाहिए. 1.8 is incorrect one. 2.6 will be the correct answer. 12 plus 27 divided by 15, ये इवेल्युएट करना है आपको और फिर f of x2 वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है, जहां पर आपको xn की जगह रखना पड़ेगा 2.6. क्या मिलेगा आंसर?
minus 1.824.
Yes, 824, which is negative. So since this function value is negative, corresponding negative function value will be replaced. The point will be replaced. So in this case, 2 will be replaced by 2.6. 3 will remain as it is because at that point function value is positive, right? So this is less than 0. So now your new point is 2.6 and 3, where we are going to evaluate the new iteration, that is the third one, x3. तो x3 हमें किन दोनों के बीच फाइंड आउट करना है, तो 2.6 एंड 3 मीन्स ये पॉइंट के पास और ये पॉइंट के पास. तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन में कौन कौन सी वैल्यू आएगी, तो इट इज 3 इंटू माइनस 1.824 minus 2.6 into this one divided by this minus this. So let me write it. It is 3 into minus 1.824 minus 2.6 into 6 divided by minus 1.824 minus 6. Quickly evaluate it and let me know the answer.
I'm 2.6932.
3.2 और 3.3? 2 के बाद कौन सा डेसिमल पॉइंट आता है?
मैम 5 आ रहा है.
तो 3.3 आएगा या 3.2 आएगा?
3.2 आएगा ना?
श्योर?
यस मैम.
फंक्शन वैल्यू?
मैम minus 0.2381.
minus 0.2381.
8-1.
8-1. बाकी के लोग कंप्यूट कर रहे हो या नहीं कर रहे हो? तो अगेन इट इज लेस देन 0, तो 2.6932 comma 3 will be the interval where one of the point having positive value, one of the point having negative value. So in this case, now when we consider the next iteration, that is fourth one, x4, that is corresponds to this point, that is this line, this row, and 3. Remember and observe over here. Now it is not like that. In this case, it was the case when we have computation of previous two consecutive row, whereas in this case, if you see now your interval is corresponds to the third row, 1 2 3 means this row and this particular row, and therefore when you want to consider the cross multiplication, you have to consider this cross multiplication with this one minus this one into this one upon this minus this. So this point is now nowhere in the picture while computing the next new iteration x4, because your interval is now corresponds to third iteration and first iteration. Is this point clear to everyone? If yes, please raise your hand. कि हर बार ऐसा नहीं है कि जो कंसेक्यूटिव प्रीवियस रोज है वहीं से ही आपको कंप्यूटेशन करने हैं, राइट? यू हैव टू चेक द करस्पॉन्डिंग इंटरवल, दोस पर्टिकुलर रोज, एंड देन द न्यू इटरेटेड वैल्यू विल बी कंसीडर्ड. Out of 57, only 11 students got this point clear. What about other? Are they awake or still they are in the mood of the holiday? Anyway, so x4 will be evaluated as 3 into minus 0.2381 minus this point, that is 2.6932 into the cross multiplication of it with 6 divided by minus 0.2381 minus 6. आप हर बार प्रैक्टिस डालना कि जो ब्रैकेट में आंसर्स लिख रहे हो दैट हैज टू बी द फंक्शन वैल्यू, so that you can easily write the denominator as this minus this, right? लेकिन अगर इंटरचेंज कर दोगे रोल of the function and points, then that logic will be incorrect. Okay, so what will be this value?
2.7049.
7049. Very good. That is the correct one. And function value?
Minus 0.
Minus
0.0292.
Okay, which is negative again. So here 2.6932 will be replaced by 2.7049 and 3 will remain same, right? Because it is having the function value positive. So now when we want to consider the fifth iteration, let me choose this color. This already chosen. Let me use this one. So x5 is corresponds to this one and 3, that is this one. Means in this case, while considering the cross multiplication, 3 into this one minus this one minus 6, into 6 and divided by this minus 6 again, right? So in that case, new computation will be from the table you can write 3 into minus 0.0292 minus 2.7049 into 6 divided by minus 0.0292 minus 6. So evaluate it. और फंक्शन वैल्यू भी साथ में इवेल्युएट कर देना, राइट, एंड लेट मी नो द आंसर.
X5 is 2.7063.
सेवन 7063, fine. Function value
1 minute, ma'am.
हाँ, no problem. Evaluate it.
minus 0.0041.
All of you are getting
Yes,
this
ma'am.
answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So interval is now this one. Very good. So let us consider now the next iteration. हमें correct to 3 decimal place तक जाना है, right? तो in that case ये आप देखोगे x4 है वो 2.704 है and 2.706 है, तो still we have a difference of 0.002. So let us consider x6 and we will see what will happen to this x6. Since x6 is corresponds to this x5 and 3, another color I have to choose. एक तो ये x1 के पास जाएगा, 3 है उसकी वजह से, और एक x5 के पास जाएगा, राइट, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पॉइंट. तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन जब भी आप देखोगे तो 2.7063 into the function value, oh sorry, I have, this is corresponds to 3. ये जो 3 के पास वैल्यू है क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन में ये वैल्यू आएगी, दैट इज minus 0.041 minus 2.7063, that is this value, into function value at 3 which is 6. So 0.0041 minus 6 will be the new iterated value. What is it? Denominator
2.7065.
7065. तो आप देख सकते हो दो जो इटरेटेड वैल्यू है x5 एंड x6, उन दोनों का आप डिफरेंस देखोगे तो इट इज एब्सोल्यूट डिफरेंस इज 2.0002. So we want correct answer correct to 3 decimal places. So this is the desired level of accuracy you can see, and therefore we can stop here. No need to find out the function value, no need to find out the interval, because we already found 2 consecutive iterations where our desired level of accuracy have been achieved. So we can write, since absolute value of x5 and x6 is 2.7063 minus 2.7065 is is equal to 0002, that is less than epsilon, and epsilon we can choose as 0005. सपोज करेक्ट टू 3 डेसिमल प्लेस तक बोला है ना, तो आप कोई भी नंबर चूज कर सकते हो, राइट. सो देयरफॉर x6, that is 2.7065, is the required root. Right. So from this example, all of you have a clear-cut idea about regular falsy method. Meanwhile, let us observe one thing. Here in this example, you are asked to find out the root correct to 3 decimal place, and in the 6th iteration only we are getting the value correct to 3 decimal place. If you remember the bisection method example, we have gone up to 9 iterations, and there we are getting the desired level of accuracy for decimal points up to 2, correct to 2 decimal points. मीन्स 9 मैनी इटरेशंस पे जाने के बाद भी हमें सिर्फ 2 डेसिमल पॉइंट तक उसका प्रिसाइजनेस मिल रहा था, वेयर एज इन दिस मेथड 6th इटरेशन में ही आपको करेक्ट टू 2 डेसिमल प्लेस तक मिल गया, सॉरी 3 डेसिमल प्लेस तक मिल गया. टेबल से अगर आप ऑब्जर्व करोगे राइट, तो इन दिस केस सेकेंड और थर्ड में ही आप देखोगे तो 2.6 एंड 2.69 दे आर नियर टू ईच अदर, मीन्स 2 डेसिमल प्लेस तक तो हमें यहीं से ही एक्यूरेसी मिल गई है. But since we want correct to 3 decimal place, so therefore we have gone to 6th iteration, and on the 6th iteration we are having the what you can say, the desired level of accuracy for the root. Actually I can't say this is the 6th iteration because these two are the just initial values we have taken. So this is actually the first one, second, third and fourth and fifth. So in the 5th iteration only we are having the answer correct to 3 decimal place. So that's why bisection method is useful, because it will surely give you the convergence, but convergence rate is very slow in that case, which is 1/2 as we have seen. But compared to that method, this method having the fastest convergence rate. Is this point clear to everyone? If yes, please raise your hand. Okay, very good. So in this case, let us consider one more example so that your idea gets clear about this one. You have to solve it. Okay, so let me give you that example. I will write it over here for you. So use regular falsy method to find the root of 2x minus log x to the base 10. Remember, this is to the base 10 logarithm, so be careful while you take the computation in scientific calci. Okay, is equal to 7, correct to 3 decimal places. पहले तो इंटरवल फाइंड आउट करके मुझे कंफर्म कीजिए कि कौन सा इंटरवल आपको मिल रहा है. ओके, और फंक्शन क्या लेंगे ये भी बताइए. What will be the function in this case? What should I take as a function? अरे भाई कोई आंसर देगा भी या नहीं?
Ma'am, 2x minus log x minus 7.
Yes, 2x minus log x minus 7. It is obvious one, but जब भी आप लोग आंसर नहीं देते हो तो I was habituated to check my network connection. Okay, fine. तो अब पॉइंट्स फाइंड आउट करने पड़ेंगे. कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ लॉगरिथम फंक्शन, if it is defined with the polynomial, with the constant quantity, all this combination will be continuous function. So f of x is continuous function. So now you require to find out 2 points in which one of the function value will be positive, one of the function value has to be negative. So which are these 2 points? जीरो नहीं ले सकते हैं, लॉगरिथम फंक्शन इज नॉट डिफाइंड एट जीरो. आपके कैल्सी में भी वो एरर दिखाएगा if you put 0 because this is the graph of the logarithm function. So if you see here, it is first of all well defined for the interval 0 to infinity domain of this logarithm function. 0 is excluded. Why? Because from the graph you can see as x going towards 0, y value is going towards negative infinity. That's why your calci will also shows the mathematical error or like syntax error, whatever error maybe, but it will not give you the exact value because logarithm function is not defined at 0. So you have to start with 1. Villa interval,
Ma'am, 3 to 4.
3 to 4, that is the correct one. 3 to 4 में root मिलेगा. Very good. x0 is 3, x1 is 4. Go ahead for the table. So जिन लोगों ने compute किया है उनके लिए मैं एक बार verify करवा लूँ. So f of 1 will be -5. F of 2 when you consider, then it will take value minus 3.3010. F of 3 if you consider, then it is minus 1.4771. And f of 4 will be nothing but 0.3979. So here it is less than 0, here it is greater than 0, right? So therefore root lies in 3 to 4. So we have to choose x0 and x1. So let x0 as 3, x1 as 4. In that case, f of x0, which you have already evaluated, that is minus 1.4771, and f of x1, that is 0.3979. So now you can easily construct the table and xn, f of xn, last one is interval. यहाँ पर तो इंटरवल आएगा नहीं. 1, x1, that is 4. So here we have the interval 3 and 4. At 3 it is less than 0, sorry. At 4 it is greater than 0. Anyone has computed the next iterated value?
Yes, ma'am. 3.7877.
7877 या 78 है?
7877 है मैम.
उसके बाद कौन सा पॉइंट आ रहा है? 7 8 7 के बाद कौन सा पॉइंट आ रहा है? 2 पॉइंट्स
7 4.
This point, when you evaluate, you can see that I have just evaluated it. It is 3.77866 and so on. So this is nothing but 3.7878. Be careful while rounding off the numbers. What is the function value?
Ma'am, minus 0.0028.
Just a moment. Minus 0.0028. Let me check. Yes, that is the negative. So now 3 will be replaced by that particular point, means 3.787824. We have to consider the interval. So one having the less than sign, one having the greater than sign, right? So now the next iteration, x3, which is corresponds to this point and x0. So this into this minus this into this. So that is, it is 3 into 0.0028 minus 3.7878 into minus 1.4771 divided by this minus this, that is evaluate it.
मैम हमने 3 क्यों लिया? 4 नहीं
कहाँ
आना
पर?
था?
Yes, ma'am. 7
X
x.
Ma'am, 4
4
Oh,
into
sorry, that is my mistake. Sorry. Thank you for correcting this. This one and this one will be corrected, right? So corresponds to 4 and this 2 consecutive. Yeah, so 4 into that one minus 3.7878. It will be this one 0.3979. Here also it will be 3979. Sorry, I am extremely sorry. Yes, have you computed x3 value?
थ्री पॉइंट 7893
7893 और वहां पर फंक्शन वैल्यू चेक करो तो क्या मिल रहा है?
मैम 04।
04
हाँ मतलब ये 3 0 के बाद और 04 ऐसा।
04 तो you can see that here the difference of these two consecutive point is 0.002, whereas the function value itself is up to 4 decimal point it is taking value 0. This is equivalent to 0. So since it is equivalent to 0 and we want a point where function value is equivalent to 0, so from here only we can stop at this particular moment, right? Means we can say since f of 3.7893 is equal to 0.123440 and 4, after that point will be 1, so that is approximately equal to 0. 3.7893 is the desired root, right? उस केस में आपको नेक्स्ट इंटरवल में या ऐसे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि करेक्ट टू 3 डेसिमल पॉइंट बोला है, यहाँ से 3 डेसिमल पॉइंट में ही आपको 0 आंसर मिल रहा है, तो यू कैन स्टॉप एट दिस मोमेंट ओनली. So you can see that in just 1 and second iteration itself we are getting the root of this. So how fast this method is convergent compared to the bisection method, that you can see from this example itself, right? So from this one all of you have a clear cut idea that how to apply the regular falsy method to the equation, whether it is algebraic or transcendental or non-linear equations, rather to be more specific. If yes, please raise your hand. Okay, very good. So in the next class, we will see the Newton-Raphson method, which is the last method to solve nonlinear and linear equations, right? But now, actually, this I'm going to talk about your unit test 1. Since IT1, IT2, and Debster IT, these 3 branches are divided between me and Kunal sir. So half of the evaluation will be done by me, half of it will be done by Kunal sir. So right now, IT1, IT2 from 64 to 120 students. This candidate's exam paper has been evaluated by me, and rest of the students' papers will be evaluated by Kunal sir. So he will let you know the marks of unit test 1. But right now, since your class is falling under my observation, so I am going to share the marks of your unit test 1. So before sharing the marks, I would like to discuss about the solution of the unit test 1. So for that I am sharing my entire screen. Let me know whether it is visible to you or not. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Where you are able to see the question paper. Okay, fine. So MCQ part right now I am not discussing it, but I will discuss about the subjective part, right? Because many of you have query regarding the marks distribution. So yes, anyone having doubt regarding? Yes. So let us talk about the first question. First question was, if the number pi is equal to 4 into 10 inverse 1 is approximated using 4 decimal digits, then you are asked to find out percentage and relative error by chopping and rounding. So this is equally divided into 3 marks, right? So for the chopping, there is no question, but some of you have made mistake in this rounding off, right? In which you have considered the absolute difference, absolute difference as the wrong one. So some of you may get curtain marks over this question. Then for the second one, it is actually very easy, where you are asked to find out correlation coefficient, standard deviation, and equation of the regression line. So 3 marks question and 3 question was there. So 1 mark each. So if you have written all of them are correct, then 3 marks will be given. If somewhere over here you have made a mistake, then corresponding 1 mark is deducted. Then for this one, the entire solution was provided by the Vyumesh sir, right? So in that case, this approximation has been calculated, but many of you have just attempted 1 and 2. Then in question 3, you are asked to fit the curve for the given data. So first of all, you have to consider the logarithm both the sides of this equation and then those substitution. Some of you have directly written those substitution, which is not the case. How you are getting, how you got to know that those transformations will be there? Means I am talking about capital X is equal to log X or capital Y is equal to log Y. How do you come across this substitution? So that you have to show. If you have not shown it, the marks has been deducted, right? You have to be very precise in answering all this. So if this is correctly written up to 4 decimal places, the entire 4 marks has been given to you. Now in this second example, question 3, second one, so many of you have done this incorrectly, because if you see the method of solving this is, first you have to consider the class, means 0 to 19 means less than 20, then 20 to 39 means less than 40, less than 50, less than 60, and less than 90, and corresponding cumulative number of candidates you have to consider. And after that you have to apply the Newton's backward interpolation formula for marks obtained between 70 to 80. तो ये बैकवर्ड फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करोगे तो आपको लेस देन 80 वाले मार्क्स मिलेंगे, विच इज इन आंसर 196, एंड व्हेन यू सब्ट्रैक्ट इट फ्रॉम दिस वन, there will be 22 numbers which will fall in this category. In that case, H will be minus 1.5. Okay, so if you have done it incorrect, you will get the method marks of the method. If you have corrected, attempted it, then entire 4 marks has been given. Then in third one, Newton's divided difference interpolation formula. Some of you have directly computed f of 1 and f of 9 using divided difference formula, where some of you have computed the polynomial and then the corresponding answers of at 1 and 9, right? So in both the way it is correct. But keep in mind one thing, that when divided difference interpolation operator is used, you have to bisect that triangle in the notation. Many of you have just written the notation triangle. So I have considered the round at that particular table. I have not cut the marks, but be careful in future, right? And for this too, the entire solution was given, but one thing is there. So in the fifth one, where you are asked to approximate the integral, so in which many of you have just found the mean and the answer of the integral, right? So in that case, you will get only half of the marks, because actually you are asked to compare your result with the exact answer also, and here the Monte Carlo approach has to be considered to approximate this one. So that is what the entire solution about the unit test 1. Okay, now I will share the marks in the teams. You see to it accordingly, and if you have any query, just mail me your query so that we can have a session of those showing your answer sheet or like that. If it is genuine, I will see to it again and I will let you know about the query. Okay, so now if you don't have a doubt, you can leave this meeting. Bye, take care.
Thank you.
Welcome.